Okay, sorry about that. My phone messed up and shut off on me. I think someone called or something. But anyway, back to the story. So like I said, I trained Ethan for a while. He had a couple of little setbacks here and there because he was kind of getting a little overzealous with some of his newfound strengths. And he kept falling and hurting himself, so it just became like a body can watch him while his mother went out and had time to herself for a little while because it was pretty much an all day, everyday thing with him because she was retired. So I gave her some freedom. Okay, so after that, I get my job at, at Texas Children in Baden Village. So I stopped doing, not being able to do this stuff with Ethan anymore. And then, like I said, moved up, started dating Alexandra, moved up to Houston, and started working at Texas Children. I was still working at Texas Children once Baden Village laid me off. And I worked at the grocery store for a while. And then I started my job at MD Anderson in the Texas Medical Center. And like I said, Texas Children was on the corner, and MD Anderson was like less than a block away. It was right there. There was just one building in between them. So it was kind of cool. I had both jobs right there. So the funny thing was, I could use them now. Being in the medical center, there's no parking. You had to park in pay your parking in this lot where we're here and take the van to the campus and stuff. But I got lucky. Since I was working at Texas Children, I had to park in the parking garage, which was right across the street. And once I got hired at MD Anderson, I just used the same parking garage. So I got to park there all week long and then pay for it. It was nice. Saved me some money. But okay. Now it's the January of 2016. Alexandra and I are going to get married April 9th of 2016, one day before her 35th birthday. So she's happy. Well, I got a call in January. My dad comes down with pancreatic cancer. So I'm shocked. I'm like, oh my God, I'm going to lose my dad for a wedding. But he makes a promise to me. He says, don't worry, I'm going to make it to your wedding, Jer. And sure enough, the man was there. He had his chemo and everything. And he's been cancer free for a couple of years now. So the man, and he didn't have a very high chance to live. Because most people succumb to pancreatic cancer and are gone. But I told him, you should follow my example, and you defy the odds, and you'll be fine. You just keep living, just like I have. And sure enough, Dad's still here. So, but so like I said, I got married and everything. Oh yeah. So back to where I left off the last video. So we get to Banff, Canada. Like I said, Alexander and I are going to Banff for a brother's wedding. And now, before we even got married, I had known Alexandra liked to drink a little bit. I even bought her. One time she took me to the liquor store and I bought her something. And I told her, this is the last time I'm doing this. That you're going to stop drinking, because if you want to have a family, you can't be drinking. So I thought, she was doing good, trying to be healthy, drinking Gatorade and all that stuff. So we go to Banff for the wedding. We had the rehearsal dinner that night. And since my birthday was the day before, they have a little celebration for me and sing me happy birthday. And I was kind of in shock. I was like, we're going to have to do this. This is your wedding. And it was my birthday, big deal. Had 42 of them, so you're not doing anything big for me. But I lost track of Alexandra for a little while. And I guess she had gone down to the bar, had herself a couple drinks. and come back up, for the birthday celebration. But so the next day we go out and bam, we're sightseeing all over the place. We get back to the resort that night and it's like 10 o'clock. And she wants to go hang out with her brother it's his wedding night, so she wants to go hang out with her brother. And I'm like, sure, go ahead, I'll go upstairs. You've had me walk around the city all day, so my legs are tired. And I'll just go up and wait for you to go. Sure enough, she comes back around 12 o'clock, and she's not in a very good mood. So I just go to bed. Next morning she goes up and she doesn't feel good at all. Now we're supposed to be down for brunch at 11 o'clock. Well, she started feeling sick and started throwing up. So I had to call her mom and tell her, what's going on. So her mom said, okay. Well, I'll send, next thing I know, she's up in the room. She brought a physician with her, someone who was in the wedding party, or a family friend of the wedding party. And he prescribed Alexandra some anti-nausea meds and tells me to give them to her 4 hours apart. So I give her the first one at like 12 o'clock. And her mom was like, okay, well, she has to be down for the wedding. She has to be down there at 4:30. Because Alexandra had something to read for the ceremony. And it's about 10 to 4, she pukes again. I gave her the first pill at 12. So it's about 10 to 4, she throws up. And I'm like, okay, so I have to call mom and tell her, she's still sick. I don't think we can make it. So mom was like, okay, we'll give her the next pill, and then hopefully she'll be able to come down to the reception. So I give her the next pill, and I'm running up and down the stairs all afternoon, getting her Gatorade, getting her water, getting all this shit. And I give her the next pill. At 4, we missed the wedding. And then at 7 o'clock, we went down for the reception. And I'm like starving because I hadn't eaten all day because I was just running around back and forth taking care of my wife. And we go down to the reception. I finally get to eat dinner. She has 2 bites of food and retreats. After she takes pictures and everything with her brother and his new wife and everything, she takes 2 bites of her food and retreats to the bathroom. Well, I go to get her, and she's sick again, so I take her upstairs. And she's just glad to be out there. So, okay. So, we lay down, and we're watching Armageddon, the Bruce Willis movie. And so I fall asleep. I just fall asleep. And when I wake up, about 10:30, I had to go to the bathroom, so I go to the bathroom. When I'm walking around to the bathroom, I have this coming from her. And I'm thinking like, okay, she sniffled it or something. So I go to the bathroom, come back. And I'm like, honey. And she's dead as a doornail. So then I call. She's unconscious. There's no pulse. The personal trainer, I work in healthcare, so I know what to check for. I'm checking for a pulse or no pulse. And her heart and her lungs aren't moving, she's not breathing. So I call down to the receptionist desk, I go, can you send the paramedic or someone up? My wife is unconscious. So the paramedics arrive, and they pull her off the bed, and they start giving her CPR and stuff. And then I see her mother come around the door, come around the corner of the door, and she sees Alexandra on the floor, and just faints. And like I said, it just started the night of hell, because I went to the emergency care center with her, where they took her out, and they prescribed her, pronounced her dead. Once they got there, so pretty much I had to go in and say my goodbyes to my wife for 15 months, which would suck big time. So, oh my God, it was a big stab in the heart there. So, she had died of acute pancreatitis. which meant her pancreas just shut down because it couldn't take any more of the alcohol. She kept feeding it. And it was kind of a shock to me because I'll go into all that in the next segment. But like I said, my wife of 15 months had just passed. So now I'm like, tragedy struck again. And I gotta overcome something else now. So that's what we'll pick up next time. Talk to you later. Bye.